Hello everybody, I'm Joshua and welcome to this Sims 3 house building video. Now today I'm building a house called Modern Elegance in Starlight Shores, and this is actually the first house I've ever built in Starlight Shores, so that's quite interesting. Now this house was built for an upcoming LP by Ira Stan Buren. If you've never heard of him, he makes Sims 4 news videos and things like that, and he's going to be starting an LP quite soon, and this is the house that he's going to be using. So do check out his channel. It's Ira Stan Buren again, and that would be very nice if you checked it out. So anyway, right here, I'm just working on the structure, and this house is built to his specification because it is for his Let's Play, which is coming soon, as I said. So it is a two-bedroom, two-bathroom house with kind of like a game room. There's also a balcony off every room, which is quite nice. And it is very modern, and it's kind of like a natural look to it because it's got like wood and stucco and a lot of plants and stuff. So I really like how it turned out. So right here I'm just working on the roof, and I'm doing a frieze with a stage, which is quite interesting. And yeah, I'm just changing the height of it. So as I said, there's going to be a lot of plants and stuff. I really love the landscaping and how this house turned out. And I built it really fast. It's like one of my quickest speed builds to produce. I built it in only 2 days. Normally it takes me like a week to build a house, but you know, I got into this one. And it was also a smaller house as well, so that is part of it. So right here I'm just kind of finishing off the roof, and I'm putting in the driveway, I believe. Yeah, so there's the driveway. The front door is kind of like in between, like that bathroom, which is what I'm looking at right here, and the rest of the house. It's kind of like tucked away, so you can't really see the front door from the street, which is kind of interesting, I guess. You know, it's a bit more private. So right here, I'm starting to work on the exterior colors. So there's this part here is in this kind of like tan stucco, and I was going to use white concrete. Well, it's not stucco. Sorry, concrete. Tan concrete. That's what I meant to say. But I switched this white bit here to wood. And then I really like the wood, so I use it on almost everything on the outside, and I also put a lot of it inside as well. I don't know, I really like the look of it. It doesn't look too woody, I promise. It does have a lot of wood in it, but it still looks really nice. So right here I'm working on the stucco. I was originally going to do a dark brown, but then I kind of changed it up to a kind of dark purple. So you can see I'm just putting that in. Because I was told that this house is for 2 females, so that's why I kind of tried to make it more feminine without making it too pink. So that's why it's dark purple on the outside, even though it looks kind of like brown. So right here you can see I put a lot of the wood already. It's kind of going in different directions, which is kind of interesting. And right here I'm just putting in some windows, some large windows there, which is quite nice. And the front door, as you can see, it's kind of in the center of the house there, which is interesting. Here come the stairs, a really nice 3-wide staircase. And right here I'm just doing the floor plan upstairs. So as I said, it's got 2 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs, and there's also a bathroom downstairs. I also really like how this interior turned out as well. It goes quite well with the outside and things like that. So that's going to be the living room there, and the dining room's across from it. So right here I'm just finishing on the exterior colors, which for some reason I didn't finish before. So I also use this kind of tan color stucco as well, which you can see, which you saw I just placed in the back, which looks quite nice. It kind of matches the tan concrete, but it's not the same texture. So, you know, just finishing off all the details and things on the outside to make it look nice. I was going to use that railing there, but I decided not to. Also, another thing about this house is it only uses Showtime, Pets, Roll Adventures, and Master Suite stuff. So I didn't use everything, all the packs like I normally do. So you know, if you don't have all the packs, you can probably download this house just fine. And if you don't have a pack that I used in this house, it's fine. You can still download it. It'll just replace the content you don't have with the content you do have. So right here I'm just doing the roof. I go with a black tile look, as you can see, and of course the wood is on there as well at the top. So that turned out quite nicely, and you can see here I'm just adding in a little paint on the edges and stuff to make it look nice and detailed. So here's some more windows coming in. I'm putting in some large windows over the kind of next to the front door there. And this is the front balconies. You can see I'm just putting in some doors and windows for those. This house has a lot of windows, a lot of large windows. It's very nice and bright inside, which is nice. And I love this tree, which is kind of like on the corner there. And there's a couple of palm trees on your side there. I really love the trees that I used. You can see it's kind of like a bridge of trees across the driveway. It's kind of like a little tunnel. I don't know, I really like that look. So just adding in some more windows. That's where the kitchen's going to be. That's the bathroom, and that's the kitchen again. That's the master bedroom. And adding in some more doors. This is the back balconies. You can see the large balcony upstairs is off like a recreational room kind of. It's got like a pool, not a pool table. It's got a foosball table, a little sitting area, and like a chess table, bookcases, guitar, that kind of stuff. There's a little balcony down here as well. Just kind of under that overhang. That's upstairs, so it's kind of like a cool little octagonal. Is that There's a hexagonal. Sorry, cool little hexagonal shape, which is quite nice. Yeah, I'm just adding in some half walls as railings. I also use some normal railings as well to kind of mix it up. So there you go. There's the half walls, and then I put in these little black railings as well, which is quite nice. And yeah, on the back as well. And that's all the railings done. Pretty much the house, the structure, and the colors are finished. So actually, we're moving inside now, which is interesting. I believe I do some of the landscaping, then I kind of like hop into the inside, then go back outside, then come back in. I just kind of move all over the place. It's the kind of the way I build. I just kind of build the part of the house I feel like doing at that time. So I believe we're doing the dining room now. I do change the wallpaper. No, actually, no, I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. I make the wallpaper gray, not brown, or whatever color that is. So I just wasn't feeling it. So right now I'm putting in some flooring, not of that color, because that is atrocious. Putting in some like grayish brown, kind of really dark wood. I love dark wood. That's like one of my favorite floorings. I just really like a dark wood color. And despite this house being designed for only 2 Sims, it's got a 12-seat dining table in the dining room. And there's an 8-seat dining table in the kitchen as well. So there's plenty of room for entertaining, that's for sure. So right here I'm just putting in all the seats. I'm trying to get them to work right, because it's actually 4 dining tables there combined. Which is quite elaborate. And there's some plants. I like those plants, kind of like coming through the table. And some paintings as well. It's just the same painting stacked on top of one another. There's also a bar over here, which takes me a little bit of time to work on. I try to figure out what I want to do. So, I'm just choosing which one I want. And you can see I'm just going to put it in. And, yeah, so it's just a little bar. Because the bars from the base game don't actually connect to cabinets, which is very annoying. I kind of had to put those walls there, but it's alright. And there's some mirrors as well, so you can kind of like look back. And I also put mirrors behind the cabinets as well, which is quite nice. So, yep, that's the dining room pretty much done. I put a couple of seats in over here and some rugs as well. Just to make it look nice and luxurious. So you can see here I'm putting in all the rugs. And I actually haven't changed the color of anything in the room yet, which I'm going to do now, which is interesting, because with this room and this room only, I actually placed everything down before I changed the color of it, which is interesting. But I'm just changing the color of those chairs there. I'm putting in some lighting, so you can see. Here I'm just changing the color of the rugs, which I really like those rugs. I think they're really nice looking. And some blue chairs, and here's the cabinets. I'm just changing the color of that. I'm just kind of lightening everything up a bit, so it looks a bit nicer. And at this point is when I changed the wallpaper color to like a light gray, like that, which I think kind of matches the furniture a bit better. And also that door there leads out to the balcony. I sort of switch it with a window, because it just seemed weird to have a balcony off the dining room. So instead that door goes off there's a door to the balcony from the entrance kind of area, which makes more sense. Putting in some quite nice curtains to give it a more luxurious feel, and some blinds as well for some privacy, and some little details on the countertops, which is nice. Also changing the color of the lighting. Yes, that's pretty much the dining room, and we're heading outside, which is interesting that I kind of skipped outside here. And I did a lot of the front landscaping, which I really love. I love all the plants and flowers that came from World Adventures. It had some really nice stuff. So I used that quite a lot in this house, and some rocks. I love incorporating rocks in the landscape design because, I don't know, it just adds an extra layer of niceness. That's not probably the best way to describe it. But it looks quite nice. I also put a wall around the entire house as well. So you can see it there and there. And it's also going to go around the sides. So there's some more trees coming in, like a little tree on the side there, a little red tree I really like. And just touching up the driveway. I also put a car in right here. Yeah, there's the car. And also I put like some ponds and stuff like that in, which looks really nice. So right here by this fountain, which I pulled out. But we're doing the pool now, so never mind. Oh, here we go. Here's the fountain. So I have a really cool kind of fountain thing. You'll see I put this little pond here on the other side, and I put little rock retaining walls, and it looks really nice. I really like the look of it. So there's the ponds, and here comes the rocks. And I just love this look that it created. It turned out really well. And I obviously put a bunch of flowers and plants around it, which made it look even better. See, there you go. You have like a little pathway that leads to the fountain, and then through that, past that, rather, is the pool. There's a little patio around it as well. And some trees, just scattering some trees around and extending the wall all the way around the property. And some more trees. Plenty of palm trees here. And also, what's cool about this house is it's at the very, well, it's built at the very back of Starlight Shores, like kind of like on a mountainside, but not really. I mean, like the lot is high up, so it looks down over the entire town in the ocean, which is really beautiful. The view is quite stunning, I would say. So right here, we're just coming back inside and just adding a little coffee table in the dining room, and a little trellis over the front door, which I thought would be a neat touch. I don't make it that big, but I like the look of the trellis over the front door. It, adds a nice little touch to the house. I was gonna do that originally, but I didn't like it. So, just a little trellis and another little detail on the roof as well. So, yes, we're gonna do the bathroom here, which I conveniently couldn't put a door to because I put that cabinet there. So, I had to remove one set of the cabinets and replace it with a door like that, but it's not that bad. Also, a little burglar alarm, which is interesting. And I believe we're going to do the kitchen right now. So I do a really cool tile backsplash. I'm going through all these crazy colors. And I find that color, which I really like. It's kind of like a purple and grayish color. And I really love the kitchen in this house. It's got a lot of cabinet space, a lot of, what's the word? Island counter pieces. So you have like a lot of bar stools and stuff, which looks really cool. I really like the look of that. So you'll see that as we go along. I also put a couple columns in, which I really like the look of those. And there's cabinets against the other wall as well. And some lighting. I'm changing the color of all the cabinets right now. They're kind of like white wood with a black countertop. It looks kind of like a granite or something, which looks really cool. There's a sink just coming in. There's a dishwasher, trash compactor. The kitchen's got everything you need. There's the oven kind of built into the island, which is my favorite thing to do now, and I'm pretty much doing it in all my houses because I think it looks really cool. So, just some details on the counters. A little flower, and I'm also putting in a bunch of bar stools. I kind of go like a purple color, or like a light purple. And then I put these hideous blinds in on the window, which I remove later on or replace them with some nicer curtains. But I did that for now. I also put a little air conditioning unit out the back, and there's under this mirror is going to be a little sitting thing. I'm looking for it right now. I was gonna do a desk. Oh, that's right. I didn't put a computer in this house. That's a bit of an oversight, but that's not hard to add if you want that. So right here, there's a little sitting area, like a little bench here. I don't know. And this, actually, never mind. I'm putting in the tile. I was gonna say the eat-in area for the dining room is my favorite part of the house. It's got like a really cool round dining table. That's like a really large one. Now, that's one thing about The Sims that's always annoyed me is that they don't have big round dining tables. They only have the round ones for like 4 seats. So I made one for 8 seats by making, not like that, I don't use that table, but using these tables, I was able to make like a not diamond, like a hexagon, or is that an octagon? I think it's a hexagon shape, and look at that. I really like the look of that. I had to make the tables black though, so you couldn't see the glitching, because that was a little bit of a problem. But I think that looks really cool. That was like my favorite part of the house, is just this little dining set. Tell me what you think of that. It's kind of like the coffee table thing I did a while back, where it's just like 6 coffee tables made in a hexagon, but this time I used dining tables, which turned out really cool. And then some blinds and some curtains and some lights, just to make it look nice. I had trouble placing this pesky light, but I got it in there eventually. And also a little plant in the corner, looks quite nice. And some more details, like a little towel ring, a phone, things like that. Quite nice. And I think that's pretty much the kitchen and dining thing done. I really like the look of it. It's my favorite room in the house, so that's quite good. So this is the living room. So in the living room, I love this cabinet. One oversight I did have though with it was that there's no the TV is not facing the couches, so that's a bit of a problem. But I love this cabinet I made with the fireplace and the bookshelves, and I have a little sitting area around it. Which I really love this living room. I like the layout of it. And I changed the color of the couches. Don't worry, those are quite hideous, but I go with like a light blue kind of color. And here's the bookshelves, which I really love the look of it. I love the look of this kind of unit, as you can see I've made. I think it turned out quite nicely. So, here's some plants, and here's the TV. It's kind of over on this wall, which is a bit odd, but your Sims can still watch it. I play tested the entire house, so your Sims can still use it. It's just kind of weird, so I do apologize for that. There's a little TV cabinet there. There's also a painting next to it, and some lighting. I'm just adding that in now. Some sconces and things like that, and also some mirrors along this other wall, which faces the entrance. And that's also, I put the door off that part of the house as well. Changing the color of the columns in the kitchen, some blinds and curtains so it looks nice, and little end tables as well. I believe I put some stuff on them. He has like a little plant, not a plant, a sculpture, tissues and a plant and a little flower pot. Quite nice. And I also put giant chess pieces on either side of the entrance to the kitchen. I thought it was interesting. Just a couple mirrors and some lighting. So I think that's pretty much the first level done. I also put a window over the front door because I didn't do that before. A little runner in the entrance area, and there I switch out the door and the window, so the door is in a better place. And also, I don't put anything there, do I? No, I don't. So upstairs, I believe I'm doing the master bedroom now. It's technically the master, even though the two bedrooms share one bathroom. It's like a Jack and Jill kind of bathroom. I would still classify this room as the master because I think it's a bit bigger, and it's got a television in it, which is quite nice. This whole wall is all like built-in wardrobe, because as I said, the house is built for 2 women, so quite a lot of storage and like a little dressing table as well, which quite suits their needs, I presume. So I'm just putting in like the little bed area. You can see it's got like a bed on a stage with the television stand kind of thing. And also the wallpaper, I went with this interesting wallpaper, and I kind of made it nice and faint and pink, which looked quite nice and elegant. So right here I'm just doing the dressers. I'm changing the color of them, so they look quite a bit nicer. So there we go, just making the wood a bit darker, and there's the little dressing cabinet thing. And here's the bed. I go with a really nice purple bedspread, which is actually, I really like the colors in it. You can see there, I really like, it's a nice rich color. And also a couple end tables. I believe I put some lights. Oh, I put some candles. That's quite nice. Some candles, and I believe I put a painting over the bed, which looks quite nice as well. A little alarm clock and some plants. I love those plants. I love the Master Suite stuff pack, which I used quite a lot in this room. I really love the stuff it came with. It's quite luxurious and nice. So that's definitely one of my favorite stuff packs, next to outdoor living stuff. So right there's a little sitting area as well, and the rugs are coming in now, which I quite like. It's quite a nice room. It's a pretty simple design, but I just really like the way it turned out. It's very luxurious and quite nice. So I think it turned out quite well. There's a little chair for the dressing table. Even though the dressing table doesn't use chairs, I really like the look of it having a chair there. It just makes more sense to me anyway. A little makeup thing and little fire tools downstairs, which is nice for the fireplace. And changing the color of the curtains for the master bedroom, and then put some curtains on those windows as well. As well as blinds, so you can kind of close out the light, and some curtains over the dresser area, I guess. I don't really know what to call it. I also use those curtains downstairs in the kitchen as well, so you'll see that. Right now, I believe I'm going to do the kind of rec room upstairs. Yeah, so this is like a bonus room, I guess you could call it, at the top of the stairs. It's got really nice built-in bookshelves, which I think turned out quite nicely, which I think I'm going to do about now, or not. Oh, I'm going to do the bathroom now. Okay, good time. Good sense of what's happening. Fantastic. Okay, it's the bathroom. Just disregard everything I just said about the rec room. So this bathroom downstairs is a basic guest room, but it's still very luxurious. I really like what I did with the tub. I got a couple plants on the other side of it, on like pedestals, which looks quite fancy. So there's the tub. It's like a black granite, which is really probably very expensive, but this house is a very expensive house, so there you go. The little hand towels, which I always have to include hand towels in bathrooms, and toilet paper. It's just something with me because I like the look of it because it's more realistic, and I just like to have it there. So that is just something I like to do. Also, I put this statue of like a dying fairy out the front. I don't know, added some detail. And there's some mats in it, and that pretty much finishes it off. Also some curtains. I believe this is where I put the curtains in the kitchen. Yes, it is. Which I thought looked a bit nicer, so I did that. And upstairs, I believe we're going to do the master bathroom now. Indeed. So this is the master bathroom. It connects both bedrooms, Both bedrooms share it. It's got double sinks. You got a tub and a shower as well, which look quite nice, and a toilet. So both bathrooms have everything: tub, shower, toilet, sink. So you can, doesn't matter which bathroom you use, they're both very nice. So there's like a little cabinet there, a little mirror over the bathtub, the granite bathtub, and a toilet. I believe I put the toilet there next to the door, which is slightly inconvenient, but whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much the bathroom. Quite nice. I really like how it turned out. And yeah, so that's the master bathroom. There you go. So I believe now we're going to do the rec room. Yes, we are. Fantastic. So here comes the bookshelves, which I was talking about earlier. And I really love the look of them. I made them black again just because of the glitching. Fun fact, if you make an object black, it won't glitch through in other objects, which is quite nice. So black bookshelves, which is quite elegant as well. So there you go. Also an art easel in the corner there, chess table with a couple seats and a little telescope out in the balcony. I also put a sitting area in and a foosball table as well. Also, there's a giant pool table on the back balcony, I guess you'd call it, which is quite a nice feature. So there's the foosball table. I also put a couch in, which is the same couch that's in the living room as well. Changing the color of these chairs, which I do change them later as well. And there's a couple of little coffee tables to rest your feet on, and I believe I put a rug and a painting as well. And also I like the look of these columns here that come up the steps, so I think that's quite a nice look. And just some lighting around the place and some mirrors along this wall here, just for some added detail. And also some rugs. Here come the rugs, the same rugs I use downstairs, and some curtains as well. And yeah, I really like the way it turned out. I like this little rec room up here. It's kind of a nice bonus area, and it's like skill room. A computer would have been nice, but I did not think to put it in, so sorry about that. And that's pretty much it upstairs. I'm also just changing the color of those chairs. So this is the second bedroom, which the other person would use, I presume. So this is it. I also put in some nice wood, kind of interesting wood textured walls there. And choosing the wallpaper, which is kind of like a pink floral type thing, but it's very faint, so it's not really like in your face. There's also this stage at the back of the room because there's a stage on the roof, which is just outside, and it kind of went through the wall, so anyway, I just put some plants on it and improvised, so that turned out alright. There's also a little dressing table in there, and there's the plants, which I really like the look of. So you got these nice plants there. It looks quite nice. And a couple seats for sitting, of course. I don't know what else you use a seat for. And, just choosing the carpet color here. I went through a lot of different colors. I was originally going to do green, but I changed it because it just didn't fit with the salmon color I was using everywhere in the room, so I do fix the green carpet. Do not panic. There's also a nice kind of a hanging light there by the chairs. There's a dressing table, just changing the color of everything so it all kind of fits in a bit better. It's putting in rugs to kind of make the room a bit more cozy and detailed. So you can see that there's one rug and there's the other rug, and here I changed the carpet color. Much better. Also I put a couple of lamps on the tables, the end tables. There you go. There's those lamps. I like those lamps. I never use them. They kind of fit in with this room. And like a little panda painting above the bed, which is quite nice. And another painting over there, and some lighting, of course. I also put another little sitting area in here. There's some curtains coming in, as well as some blinds in all the windows, which is quite nice. There was salmon color curtains in here, which I quite like the salmon color. I like it more than the pink in the other room, which is quite interesting. There's a nice little sitting area as well. It's kind of like a, I don't know, like a little seat. Well, I mean, that's what it is, but it's like a little love seat thing from Pets, which is quite nice. It's doing the balconies now. I put just a few seats out on the balconies. Really nothing's that special, because I don't imagine Sims going out on the balconies very often, so like this one here just has like a little seat on it, and the other ones are pretty much the same. The little seat there, and this one off the master has a larger sofa, and a couple of those plants. I love these plants from Old Adventures. I use them quite a lot on the outside of the house. Also some mats, like outdoor mats, so you can wipe off your feet before you go in the house. I also go with like a greenish front door, which is interesting. And some plants on the other side of the front door. Actually, only one, sorry. Little steps, you can actually get to it. There's also a little back step as well, just so you can get to the pool. Putting some lights around the pool, which looks quite nice. A little tile mosaic thing at the bottom. Some pool lights and things like that. Also, some little more landscaping I'm doing here. I put some landscaping around the pool, which looks quite nice. So you can see here, just some bushes and flowers and things. And so yeah, I would like to look at that. And we're coming near the end of the video, actually, in a few minutes. So at the end of this video, I have a really nice kind of panning shots of the house with set to some epic music. So I hope you stick around to check those out because they are coming very shortly. I'm excited about that. I can't wait for you to see that because it turned out quite nice. So just doing some outdoor lighting here, actually. And I like to put lights under all the plants and rocks and stuff, so at night everything kind of glows. It looks kind of cool. So just putting some more outdoor plants around the place, and some dirt terrain painting under the trees and things, and around the ponds, just to make it look a little bit more realistic and things like that. Also some dirt under the balconies, and so yeah. So we're pretty much almost done, I would say. I had a pond out the front just to kind of finish it off. And also, always a finishing touch I like to do is just paint black underneath like the floor and stuff, all the places where your Sims can't go. I like to paint it black. And I'm also changing the color of the stairway just to make it match a bit more with the tile floor. A few more seats in the balconies. And yeah, so we're just wrapping up here. I'm just adding in the finishing touches to the house. So I hope you enjoyed, and check out my channel, and of course subscribe for more videos like this, and also check out my second channel where I do Minecraft. And don't forget to check out Iros Dan Buren, because I built this house for him, so you should definitely go check out his channel as well. There'll be a link in the description of this video. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, which is coming up very shortly. My favorite part is the panning shots at the end. So I hope you stick around for those. And this is the end. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time, and enjoy the rest of the video. Bye, everyone.